So this is the simple architecture. Now what we need to do is, again let me draw that diagram. So now the next step that we need to do is uh, what we need to do is we need to pass our input from here. Then that input is going to go through here. Okay, I have already explained the formula that using which it is going to be multiplied. So this is all going to be here, and then we will have our output from these parts. Okay, so this will be our output. Now this is called as forward propagation. Okay, forward propagation. So this is forward propagation, and from this what we are going to get, we are going to get our predicted values. So it is going to say, okay, let's suppose if our item belongs to class zeros, and so that it is going to say 0, and if our output is belongs to class 1, then it is going to be 1. Okay, so this is going to predict our output. Now after that, after we got our output, what we are going to do is we are going to correct this output, because we have not used any back propagation yet. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to compare this output to our original output, okay, that we used here. So we are going to compare this output with this output, and then we are going to use backward propagation that I have already explained. So let's use this first. So now we have this. Let's make a function for forward propagation. So what we need to do is, first we need to check the size of each and everything. Okay, so def, let's take forward. In this I'm going to pass self, and I'm going to take an input called as x. So we are going to take our input here. Okay, so first of all we need to get z1. Okay, so that z1 is going to be np dot x dot x and self dot model w1. Okay, and then what I need to do is plus self dot model b1. So yeah, let me explain this, what we are doing here. This is our input, this is our first hidden layer. So as I have already explained in my previous videos, that what we have to do is, our formulas should be something like this, that we will have some weight here. Let me just draw this. So we will have weight, some weight here, w0, or you can say anything, and we will have values here like x0 and x1. So here what we need to get is z, and for that what we need to do is we need to perform multiplication or matrix multiplication. So what we are going to say, let's suppose this is w0 and this is w1. So for this part, what we need to do is we need to multiply x0 with w0 plus x1 with w1, and then what we need to do is we need to add some bias here. So the bias was here. Okay, so this is going to be b1. So this is how we are going to do it. Now for this we can use our np dot function that does the matrix multiplication. So now let's take a look at these shapes. So this the shape of this is 500 by 2. Okay, and then the shape of the model w1 is 2 by 3. So now if we will multiply it, the result shape will be 500 by 3. Okay, now we are adding the bias here, plus b1. So the shape for this is nothing but sorry, this is 2 by 4 and 2 by 4. Yeah. So now we have b1, and the shape of this is going to be nothing but 1 by 4. So it is, let's suppose we have something like this, 2 3 4 5. Okay, then we have another example, let's say 1 2 0 4. So let's suppose out of these 500 by 4 we have the first two examples in which we have 4 columns. Okay, and now we have our b1. So what, when I am using this plus, so what it is going to do, it is going to add every value of b1 into this. So let's suppose b1 has like values right now, b1 has 0 0 0 0. So it is going to add 0 0 0 0 to this part and also to this part. I hope that it is clear. This is basic simple mathematical matrix operations that I am doing here. So now this is going to be our z1, and I have already explained all of this in my previous videos. I am saying this again. So now what we are going to do is we are going to pass this from an activation function. So the activation function, I have already explained that why do we need activation function. So for that, what we need to do is, let's say a1, and instead of using sigmoid, what I am using here is tanh. I will explain the reason later why I am using tanh, not sigmoid. Although you can use sigmoid for this small example also, but I am using tanh, so it does not matter. Tanh is also a activation function, so you can use that. Okay, so now we are going to pass z1 from here to get our a1. So our output is still 500 by 4. So this is our output. Now what we need to do is we need to do something similarly like this. So I am going to just copy this, paste. Okay, for z2 and a2, what I am going to do here, for this I need to multiply it with a1. Okay, w2 and b2 for this z. So the shape of a1 is nothing but 500 by 4. The shape of this is nothing but 4 by 3. So the output, when we will multiply this, output is going to be 500 times 3. Okay, and now we will add the p2 part here, so still the shape is going to be same. Then we will pass this from the tanh activation function, and still our shape is going to be same. Okay, yeah. So for the final layer, what we need to do is, again we will copy the same part here, then we will just paste it. So this is going to be z3. Yeah, so this is going to be z3 and y hat. So in this we need to pass a2, w3 and p3. Now for the final layer, so we will have let's suppose three neurons in the last hidden layer, then we will have 2 output neurons. So in this case we cannot use tanh as the activation function, because here what we need to do is we need to get our output value. So what we are going to do is we are going to use softmax here. Okay, so I am going to use softmax here, softmax as z3. So I will explain later what softmax is. Basically softmax is nothing but a generalized way of saying basically it is a generalized sigmoid function. Okay, so I will, as you can see here, softmax is a function that I have not implemented it yet. So what I'm going to do next after this function is I'm going to implement softmax here. Okay, so you can explain, you can simply understand this. So I will explain it to you later. Okay, now what I'm going to say, I'm saying that self dot activation outputs is going to be nothing but a1, a2 and y hat. So we are saying that our activation outputs that we get is these, and we are also gonna return our output y hat.